Hi, my benzo friends. It's Dr. Jen here. Today's video is about acceptance. What is it? How do we practice it? Is it helpful while we're going through benzo withdrawal bind? So let's roll up our sleeves and let's dive in. What is acceptance? Acceptance doesn't mean that you have to like something. It simply means that you stop fighting with it. That's all it means. It's really simple. We don't have to like it. I don't think anybody likes going through benzo withdrawal. But we stop fighting with benzo withdrawal. And acceptance is not resignation. When we're resigned to do something, there's a sense of defeat. There's a negativity of some sort of feeling. I can't think of all the words that would go with it, but there's negativity attached to it. I know in my life when I've been resigned to things, there's just been like a knot in my stomach or an ache in my heart. That's not acceptance, that's resignation. So acceptance is a sense of neutrality. I'm no longer fighting whatever the situation is. And when we stop fighting, amazing things can happen. And so, yes, acceptance is really, really good for us when we're in benzo withdrawal. So what happens is when we are fighting our symptoms, when you're fighting, you're engaged, you're either clawing at something, you're holding on to it, but we're in a defense stance, whether it's physical or emotional. When we're defending ourselves, guess where our nervous system is? What state is it in? Bingo. Correct. It's in the protect state of sympathetic fight or flight or parasympathetic dorsal vagal freeze. When our nervous system is in that state, we aren't able to think very rationally or logically because our limbic system, the threat detection circuitry, with a big focus on the amygdala, especially the right amygdala, is just lit up like a Christmas tree. So we're going to think with reactionary types of thoughts and feelings. And we can't help that because that whole phenomenon state drive story. The state of your nervous system will fuel and flavor your thoughts and feelings and actions. So when you're in the protect state, you will have negative thoughts and feelings, doom and gloom, catastrophic, anger, rage, resentment, all of the big bag of negative thoughts and feelings. You can't help it. State drive story. So when we are not in a state of acceptance, we're not practicing acceptance, and we're in that fighting it, I hate it, we're in that protect state, we're not going to have rational, logical, life and love affirming thoughts or feelings or even behavior at times. So acceptance helps us loosen our grip, and it invites our nervous system to tippy-toe out of the protect state and move over towards the connect state. And it's called the connect state because we can connect lovingly and life-affirmingly with things outside of us, people, places, and things. And yes, we can connect with ourselves as well. But the connect state, which is a parasympathetic ventral vagal response, and you don't have to remember all the scientific, the neuroscience words, it's okay. Just remember to protect and connect. So when we're in that state, it's an outward focus. So let's kind of rewind and go and go back and visit the protect state. When we're in that protect state, it's an inward focus. It's all about me, 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 me. And where there is self, there is suffering. Because then we've got this ego, it's all ego-driven. We've got this ego to defend. But when we move over into that connect state and that outward focus, it turns the volume down. It turns the volume down on self, on me. It's this outward focus. That is what acceptance allows us to do. It's like this lever that we can put into action that allows us to gently release our grip on that protect state and be in this more neutral state where our nervous system would be more prone to shift on over into that connect state. Acceptance is a powerful tool for every single moment of life. As a recovering alcoholic with 12 years of sobriety under my belt, thank you. I love each and every day. I treasure my sobriety and 12 years off my benzodiazepine that I used as prescribed. That was not my addiction. Red wine was my drug of choice. I put into practice the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So practicing acceptance is a huge way for us to have peace of mind, to be less reactive, to stay out of the protect state as much as possible. We can think more rationally because we don't think rationally in the protect state. So when we're more over into that connect state, we can think more rationally. We can put into practice more healthy ways of communicating, of behaving. Our lives are so much richer and better and healthier. We're full of our possibilities, and we live more up to our highest potential when we are practicing acceptance. Now, I know in benzo withdrawal, you're not going to be living up to your highest potential, but I don't want to just help you get through benzo withdrawal. That's kind of the mechanics of it all. I want to help you with the profound, which is getting past benzo withdrawal and becoming the best version of yourself that you can. I really want that for you. So that is a video about acceptance. What is it? It is no longer fighting with, especially with the things that you cannot change. It's not resignation. It's being very neutral about it all and allowing your nervous system to move over into that parasympathetic ventral vagal response, that connect state. And it takes some practice, I know. And if you'd like to join my support group for some help, please feel free. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one, I'm happy to help you. So I hope that you can find ways to begin to practice acceptance. And it might not happen all at once. It can be a messy process. We can get it right a little bit and then, go days with it not feeling like we're really understanding or putting into practice. That's okay. Progress, not perfection. But do make an attempt to understand acceptance and do your best to start playing with it, learning about it, and practicing more and more. Because none of us sat down, very few of us sat down and knew how to play the piano. It all takes practice. And that's what life is all about. All right, till the next video, please take very good care of yourselves.